Hey everyone, Jen at Ink Paper Rubber. Well, as promised, I am back. We got an order from Hero Arts and it has a bunch of new stuff from their spring release, and I am going to show you what we got right now. I'm a little bit cramped up here, so bear with me. We have class going on tonight, so I had to move up here to the table up front, and I don't have a ton of room, but we'll get through it. So, new layering stamp sets. These are amazing. They are called Heroscapes. There are 3 of them, and I will have a sample board coming. It was supposed to come with this shipment, and I think they were out of them, and it should be here next week. But you can see some samples on the packaging. So there are 3 of them. This one is called Sunflower Field, and up here you can see an example of what you can get from that. And you can see that there are a total of 5 layering stamps here to create that beautiful sunflower field. So that allows you to get all those gorgeous colors in there. What I really like is that then it comes with all these kind of companion stamps. This particular one comes with a barn. You get some little birds, clouds. There's a sentiment, a fence, another sentiment, an old crop duster plane, a windmill, and another sentiment there. And there are dies that cut out the whole panel. You can see it's kind of a border, so you can cut the bottom edge of it, or that may be the top edge of it probably actually instead of the bottom edge, and then cut out some of those extra pieces. So that is Sunflower Fields. The next one that we have is called Lavender Fields. And there you can see a sample of those beautiful fields of lavender. And this one has 4 stamps that make up that layer. And once again, they have some companion stamps. We have some sentiments on here. We've got some butterflies. We have a little house, kind of maybe in the French countryside. This tall, skinny tree, another building, some clouds, and sentiments. And that one, we do have one without the die set, but there is also a die set that goes with that one. And the last one in this series is Tulip Field. And you can see this one consists of 4, and there is what that looks like when it's all stamped up. And this one, of course, has the Dutch windmill sentiment. We've got some clouds, a tree, the hot air balloon, and die set for this. I think these are really popular. I think some of this stuff is sold out on the Hero Arts website, so definitely if there's something that appeals to you, you'll want to get by and check it out. I know the weather's not great and it's supposed to be really cold the next 2 days. Remember, if there's something that you want and you can't get in, just give us a call and you can just pay with a credit card over the phone, and we'll hold on to it until you have a chance to come by. This is something that we have not had it before, but it came out, I think, maybe in last month's release, and this is a background stamp, and it's called Wonders of the World. And I like it because it's kind of all in this circular, and you can see you have all different things here. We have the Statue of Liberty, the Golden Gate Bridge, we've got some mountains, that we have the Eiffel Tower, some things from London, probably from India, the Taj Mahal, from China. So just a really interesting background stamp. Speaking of backgrounds, we have some new background stamps, and there's also a really pretty new stencil. This stencil is called Mandala Swirl, and that is gorgeous. And then we have some of their bold print background stamps. This one is called Triangle Tapestry. I love how those are going all every which way on there. This one is called Abstract Fields, and it certainly can just be an abstract background, but I love when you turn it that way. It does kind of look like a painting, an abstract painting of fields. And I absolutely love this last one. This one is called Circle Pattern. So much fun. This is a die that makes a great background. It's called Lines and Swirls, and it does cut out around the outside edge, so it cuts out your rectangle, but then it just cuts this pattern of lines and swirls into your background, so that makes a really great background for doing other things on top of. This die I really like. This is a oval frame die, but what I really like about it is that it has the wood grain pattern in there. Hey, Jan. So you can see here you get the 4 frames, and then you also get the solid oval for the center. And as I mentioned, these actually are frames. They cut the inside and outside edge. Hero Arts also has some new infinity dies. These are just really basic shape dies, but what's great about them is you get so many of them in a package, and so it makes it a really great value, and it's easy to make all different sizes, in this case of ovals or frames or what have you. And I'm not certain, but some of those may actually fit behind the wood grain frames as well. Let's see, where should we go next? Let's go to Peekaboo. So, Peekaboo dies have been really popular. There's two of them. There's the original rectangles die, and then there is the ovals and circles. These cut openings. They don't cut the entire opening, but they make little windows and doors that you can open up and see inside. And they have two new sets that are designed to work with those, although I think they're really great just on their own. This one is called Greenhouse. And you can see it looks kind of like some plant stands with all different plants on it. There you can see we have a kitty cat, the watering can. So I think that one is really fun. And then I really like this one a lot. This is a clear set. It's kind of like their birthday one that we had in from the shop box. And it's called Bookcase. And you have this large clear stamp with the bookcase with all the fun other little elements on it, and then you get all these little teeny tiny stamps that you can use if you want on the inside or the outside of your Peekaboo frames. Some sentiments, we've got shells, more books, the little nesting dolls, even a little kitty cat. So there's a little mouse reading, so I think that is a really fun set. These next two sets were part of the My Monthly Hero kits for last year, for 2019. And at the end of every year, they let customers vote on their favorites, and then they bring those out and make them available to everyone and not just in their kit. So if you missed out on getting the kit, I'm pretty sure this one sold out, or if you just missed it, you may want to check these out. There's two of them. This one is Pier at the Lake, and you can see we have this layering pier or dock at the lake. And then we've got the kids jumping in the lake. We've got some water birds. We've got the man out fishing in the canoe with his dog. The inner tube. We even have the Loch Ness Monster there. And there is a die set that goes with it that cuts out all those elements. And then the companion set is this one, which is Mountains at the Lake. And you have the two layering. This here is some layering mountains. And then this here is some layering pine trees. And then you also have some sentiments and some little birds. And again, there is a die set that lets you cut those out. So like I say, if you missed out on those last year in the My Monthly Hero, we have those in now. This little stamp set is really cute. It's part of the Hero Greetings. It's just a small set, so it's $8. And it's called My Bad. And you can see we have some of the little emojis there. We have the little thumbs down, although you could make it happy and make it be a thumbs up. And then we have some cute little sentiments on there. So if you need to send a little card or note to somebody and say, oh, sorry about that, this is a great set for that. We have several standalone dies that we got in. This first one is called Plant and Stand, and you can see we've got the pot and a plant stand and then some of these great tropical leaves that you can build your own plant. This one is a really fun birthday one. It's called Happy Birthday Cake, and you can see there inside of it, it says Happy Birthday, and that does all cut out, attached together with the outline of the cake. And this last one I think is really useful. It is called Banner Letter Set. And you get these little banners that each one is the alphabet. So you've got the A, B, C, etc. So you can make your own banners and spell out whatever words you want. There is a solid banner so that you can cut that, and if you want to do a different color and put it behind it. And then you also have one that has the little heart and the ampersand on it. Last thing we have is kind of more in the line of supplies, and these are some new acetate card panels. They are 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, so they're A2 card size, and you get 20 sheets in here. So these are nice because they're already pre-cut for you and just makes it really handy if you like to do shaker cards or anything else to use acetate. And we also do have a few of the brand new 2020 catalogs in stock. There's lots of great samples in them, and in fact I'm going to show you some samples right now from the catalog. Here you can see some samples from these new Heroscapes. There is the, this one is the Tulip Fields, and here we have the Lavender Fields, and there is the Sunflower Fields. Over here is the Bookcase Peekaboo, and here they haven't made it a peekaboo card, they've just used it as, oh yep, this one they have, because see there you can see they're opening up some of the ones, and there they put some fun little things on the inside of it. There they've just used it as a background. And here is one with the greenhouse, and that just makes a really pretty background. Add a little coloring. Here is the pier at the lake and the mountain at the lake. They've used both of those on that sample. And also on this sample you can see the mountains and the trees back there. Here I wanted to show you this one. There is the wood grain oval frame. You can see how pretty that is, and just a little bit of extra something with that wood grain in there, and it really comes out nice. Expressions cardstock, and I think it would be great for beach scenes, would look like driftwood, or do it in some craft cardstock with some brown ink, and it is just a wooden frame. Here is that pretty plant and stand, and you can see once you actually put some of those leaves in there how pretty that turns out. Here is that Wonders of the World background stamp. Now they have used a die with it. I tried to get it. I'll be trying to get it in. The green is with a die, but it was out of stock. But you can see that's a really fun background. Speaking of backgrounds, here's some. This is the Abstract Fields. There you can see in a really bright background, and here it's done more tone on tone. There it's kind of subtle in the background. It looks like maybe they've done a resist. And here is that circles background, and they've done it on lots of different cardstocks and cut it out into strips. Here is some more. There is the triangle tapestry, and here's a couple more with the circle pattern. Love that one. And last thing I want to show you is there is that pretty mandala swirls stencil. So lots and lots of fun stuff, what with the new Hero Arts and the Picket Fence and Tailored Expressions we got in earlier today. So I hope you will make some time and stop by and see us and check it all out. In the meantime, have a great evening, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Goodbye.